Hello, everybody, and welcome back to finally another vlog of mine. And today is quite different than what we usually do, which mainly focuses about gaming. But today I'm going to be talking about NordicFuzzCon. NordicFuzzCon is obviously a convention for furries, and hello, David. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of topics regarding the con itself. And we also have a fursuiter who we will interview. Obviously, all of these people that are going to be joining us tonight are from my country. They are my friends. They have been with me to the convention, and we're here to talk about various things regarding the convention and, of course, about the furry fandom as a whole. So I really hope you guys are going to enjoy this as much as I will. So we've got first Bailius.
Hello.
We've got Jizzing.
Hi.
Jizzing, say hi.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi.
And we've got Lino.
Hola.
AKA Elino. So all of these are my friends from Israel, and we've went to the to NFC 2024 together, and it has been such a great time, and I've had such a great experience. Now, the con itself was made, of course, on a very big scope of like around 3,700 attendees, if I'm correct. And
Yes, you are correct.
and it was such a big thing, and there's been panels, there's been so many events during the convention that like the time itself flew by really fast. Now, Jazzing over here was also volunteering, like is somewhat of a moderator in our Israeli community, in the furry Israeli community, and he's been helping during the con. And Jazzing, I would like to ask you, so you can tell the viewers, what was your experience to actually volunteer at such a big convention that was just, I know that it was probably overwhelming for a lot of the volunteers and for a lot of the people. So what was your experience, and how do you think that it will affect you in terms of handling things in our community, for example?
First, volunteers in NFC are called SOUP, which is some other useful personnel. And then you have the staff, which is called STU, which I don't know what stands for. I don't
Pretty much
remember.
crew.
There's SOUP, and then STU, and then there's PAC, which are professional people who are hired to be involved in NFC. There are differences with SOUP that you can choose the time that you give, unlike other that you have a specific amount. I have to say it was very fun, especially if you manage it just like how I manage it. I was told you can overwork yourself, you can really burn yourself out, and
Yeah.
how I planned it was events that I want to go to. I volunteered to set them up and then like tear them down.
Yeah.
So what I did was like I helped set up the event, do what they need, set up chairs, anything, and then I stay there just to see the event, and I enjoyed. I get an extra value from participating in an event because I helped set it up. It gave a whole other value, especially with the excursion, where you help. You give someone who is a producer of the excursion who spend day and night planning it. What it means, the excursion is on the early day. People who wanted had a special day out where there's a trip to a Viking fort village where there was a smokery also to eat lunch and see everything that telltales of the lifestyle of Vikings in that day, and specifically the story of Ragnarok, from how Ragnarok affected their life. That story, basically.
Yeah, so like I want to add to that something. Like the point of like most convention have a yearly theme. So like the theme for 2024 was Ragnarok. What was last year?
Toy World.
Yeah, Toy World.
Am I right?
So yeah.
Welcome to Toy World.
So it's very interesting how like each year there's been like it like moves from like a theme to a theme. So it's quite interesting. And they build the events and all the content around it, even merchandise, of course. Like this is one of the merch. This shirt that I have right here, which features the mascots for NFC, which is Mousy, and I forgot the name of the other one. I always forget.
Iris. Everyone forget Iris.
Yes,
I mean, she's
Mousy
my
and
favorite,
Iris.
actually. I'm wearing their socks right now.
Oh yeah, we've got so like, okay, Jazzy, I want you to continue what you were talking about, so like I don't interrupt.
Yeah. I'll finish this so because I have a lot because I won't stop. Bottom line is, I did multiple works. I helped tear down events. I set up the photo shoot stand, which was really funny how we set it up. And I was in ConOps helping in Lost and Found and handing out what sponsors were missing. I even served Belios. I gave him a very VIP special treatment, like he's in Pituach Leumi.
That's an inside joke that we have in our country.
Yes. Basically, the most things I didn't participate in. I experienced the convention at the same way that everyone else did, but I focused on volunteering. Yeah. But I still managed to experience the convention. For example, there was this event, International Snack Exchange, which was very hype, and I overkilled it, but it was so fun to set up the tables there. I have a story where we just lifted tables and the person who helped me kept doing beep, beep, beep all across Valhalla.
I remember that. I remember that like every time that like somebody stood like near the door, it's like beep, beep.
Yeah, and just basically after that, like we're dropping the tables and he's like, I'm starving. Where's the snacks? I'm like, just don't know what to say. Dumbstruck. And it was really fun to see how everyone enjoy it and how I get to experience that and not burn myself out. I learned that it's my first convention, but it taught me to put boundaries and to set boundaries on volunteering, because some people, there were got to 20 stamps of leveling for participating, and I got 10. Yeah. It's like, I'm fine. What I got from it, though, is learning that if we want content in our country, it doesn't resonate the same needs that Nordic furs need or German furs need. We need something else. We need something more a routine of community life, and we need baby steps. We're stuck right now in a rut with content, I think, and we need baby steps to get back on a cycle, and it's fine. We don't need to rush now to big ideas, but we should do it like they got where they are by sharing stuff, sharing ideas. Trax told me the most, one of the stuff, Trax, who is the president of NFC, says sharing is caring. Each big,
Sorry for my coffee.
it's okay. Big conventions, at least in Europe, share with each other all the time. The blips, which are achievement events that they have, they originally created it, and then the Slovenia convention had better ones, and then they gave them their better system to adopt into their system, and now they're gonna give them a more upgraded version. It's like this. A lot of stuff there taught me like the value here of like that you grow on, that conventions and content for furries grow together only, not alone.
Even though like in our community, our community is quite divided here in Israel, and it's not divided in a way that it's a positive sort of dividing, because like you see big communities that are divided to smaller groups, but not in a bad way. And compared to ours, that there's various conflicts between a lot of people within the community that are a bit of a problem in order to really make like this community sort of big, because a lot of people drop out, create their smaller groups, and then like it goes on and on.
I won't get muddy too much this, because that goes into a very no zone.
No, yeah,
but,
no.
Yeah, but like my only two cents on that is NFC is an organization. They don't have a community. There's just unofficial group for updates, but there is no community groups. There's community groups that exist around it that create the general community of the country, and in the grand scheme of things, that's how things should be here and how we strive, because it promises sustainable fandom. And you see that with the anime fandom, and you see that with the sci-fi fandom. It's something that we need. And I think, and I'm gonna finish here to let Belius have his turn. But the last thing is, my most memorable part in the convention is after setting up an event is going and spending time in the arcade machine in front of one of the event halls, usually to play the bomb game, an old bomb game. I forgot how it's called.
Bomberman?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you said bomb game, like I remember immediately Bomberman. So like one of the things that like Jazzing just mentioned, they built a huge room with arcade machines. It was crazy. Like there was a shit ton of arcade machines, like consoles with screens. Like you could play older consoles. I don't remember if I saw an Atari in there though. I know that there was like PlayStation 1, like 2. There's been like the older Nintendo consoles that you can also clearly see right here behind me, because collector. And it was so awesome. I didn't get to play because I was busy going around taking pictures of fursuiters and stuff like that. So it was very busy. Okay, you can finish off.
Oh no, I'm done.
Oh, you were done.
I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the last bit.
Okay, so right now, right here on the center of the screen, you guys are gonna see Bailius. Yes, we've got Bailius here, and he's also wearing his fursuit head. And I have, of course, a couple of questions to you, Bailius. So, I know that you've been fursuiting for quite a long time. What inspired you in the first place to become a furry?
Actually, I just like animals. It's something you just get from the furry fandom. That's just the basics of the basics. Uh, and finding out about the fandom, I just very simply just looked on YouTube. There was a video recommended to me about like a furry convention, and there were a bunch of fursuiters, and I liked it. So I just watched like 30 videos of furry conventions, what is a furry, and how to become one. So that's how I just went into it. Yeah.
So like, what exactly? I know that you were saying that you love animals, and like, what got you connected like to the animal that you chose as a fursona, for example?
Well, I like foxes. I always liked foxes, and I thought about something else, but when I joined the fandom, I was overly excited, and I needed to
Adapt.
like, yeah, I felt like I had to like be a part of the community and like make something to be a part of it. So everyone has a persona, so like I have to have my own. It's like a character that's like a animal-like, if you know what
Yeah.
a furry is. And I chose a fox because I like foxes, and I didn't want to overcomplicate things, so I just chose this. And I also, funny story is, I ordered this fursuit head, or like the fursuit, before I even had a persona. So,
Really?
the process was,
You didn't have a
yeah,
fursona, but you ordered a fursuit before you had a fursona. What?
yeah.
That sounds like that sounded probably overly complicated for the first,
No,
like the
not really,
commissioner,
no.
like the person who did the commission for you.
No, I just wanted a fursuit. Just I don't know. I just really wanted a fursuit, and then he asked me to like send him a reference sheet, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think I need one. So I took like 2 days to think about like what persona, what animal, and what colors and all that. So I just downloaded a prefix. You get
Yeah.
you can get those online, and
Yeah,
I
those are free
recolored
to
it.
use, pretty much.
Yeah, and I recolored it the way I wanted it, and I used like a color theory, so it will be the colors would look nice with other colors, and I just sent it to him. And also I thought about the name, and of course, I didn't want anything that's really generic,
Yeah.
so I thought about an anagram of blue sea. That's like part of my persona that's blue. So that's Bellius. That's a combination of the two. Kind of nice. And second name's Blueberry because obvious reason.
Yeah. So another question that I have is, what is the connection that you have between you and your fursona? Because like the foundation for a fursona comes from something, from like it's either like somebody that you wish to be, or is it a part of your personality? What got you and your fursona connected?
It's a good question. Many people will have many other answers for that question because everyone has their own thoughts and experiences and definitions. So it's not one thing that's true. You have many other things that are also true. For like, you have people who persona for them is just a persona, just nothing more than that. Just a costume, just a picture on the internet. Some people picture it as something that they want to become. something that's part of them, the ideal self of them, and someone to run away from reality as of sort, and they create a persona just to have this magical world where they can live and not have the problems of the world. And you have other people like me who just created a persona because it's like something you connected to it, and something you it's like it's a part of you, but it's also someone else.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to explain because it's not really real, but it's also not doesn't exist. It's good way to put it is it's a character, and this character is you, but in an animal form, I guess. And it can have different traits and different thoughts and different experiences. So I don't really put a lot of effort into backstory and all that. It's just a blue fox that just likes cute things and being a fox, I guess. That's all.
So, I know that like buying a fursuit is quite expensive. How long did it take you to reach to the point where you've actually bought yourself a fursuit?
I'm a kind of a bad example because I made a decision to purchase the fursuit less than a month of being in the furry fandom.
Wow.
Like, not of the furry fandom, but in the Israeli fandom, furry fandom, I guess, yes.
That's interesting. That is quite of a short time. I know that when you get into like sort of communities, you're excited about it, and then you do things a lot of things that are related to them. Actually, Baelius, why don't you show them your badge, your fursuit badge, or more like the badge, your actual badge, not the fursuit badge. Or maybe I'll show mine. You know what? I will show it. So this is my persona. You guys, this is my persona. His name is, of course, Fang. I originally created him in a... it was one of my first D&D sessions, actually. He originated from there. But I felt a strong connection with the character, and, of course, the choices of colors. It's like some people use it just for their characters to be flashy, you know, to be like all over the place, and I personally chose the colors to represent my personality and represent pretty much me as a whole, like in terms of the choices of colors and everything. Now the convention, this is a lanyard that I've bought during like the convention, and we have you get this lanyard during the convention, and also this is my badge that you get during the convention, during the beginning of the convention. And since Baelius is also a fursuiter, he also has a fursuit badge. So like fursuiters will also get a fursuit badge. Here we go, he's showing to you guys right now the fursuit badge that he has. Yeah, this is the fursuit badge. The other one was the badge for the con, and this is the badge for his fursuit. Now, there's been some really cool thing during the con. Yeah, this is his character badge, which looks really cool. During the con, there has been like catch fursuiters. So like you have to enter a code on your phone in the app for NordicFuzzCon. And then they have a code for the fursuiters have their fursuit badge. They have a code, and you can catch them and get like an achievement for catching a lot of those. Actually, one of our friends from Israel has actually managed to win the competition for the achievements for the fursuiters, which was really interesting. There was another thing that I wanted to ask you, Baelius. how does it feel to be a fursuiter? How does it like? How does it make you feel to go around and do silly things and stuff like that? What does it make you feel whenever you're fursuiting?
In one word, magical. Just an amazing experience. Usually, you cannot really replicate it because most people don't really realize how fun it is to be a fluffy animal or like a cute animal or like something that you're like connecting to, and you can just be that character and not like yourself. It's kind of hard to explain because it's like role playing is something different, and a lot of like people like role playing. And imagine you role playing, but it's IRL, and you
Yes.
actually like you can actually feel like the
It's
the
like
physical
it's like a
character on you.
fantasy. It's like a character that's in your mind that you think of, and then you actually, when you're in the fursuit, you replicate that sort of the persona you have in mind into the fursuit, and then you act in a way like the character that you have in your mind.
Yes, but like not everyone does that.
Yeah.
But that's just a part of the magic. You can just be your character, be your persona, just be something that you're connected to, or something you really like, or makes you feel good, or it can be anything, just like I said before.
Yeah.
Also, hello,
I
Alexis. Welcome to the live stream. This is the first furry. Like, I've sent him the link to the live stream, and he popped up. So nice to see you, Alexis. Welcome to the live stream. It's another snap. Yes, it's another snap. And what were you going to say, Jesse?
I just want to say, like, just like he said that there's different ways to act. That, like, I don't see myself acting in a silly or like cutesy way with a fursuit. I mean, my fursuit is in the making, or like it's somewhere there, and I don't see myself because a lot of my character's portrayal has a lot of class to it, and I mean, it's not in a snob way, but like I don't see myself just like going and doing like there's a picture that I took of Belius handing out cookies in one of the while waiting in line.
That's right. That's right. There is something called Dealer's Den.
No, it wasn't in Dealer's Den. It was in registration. It wasn't in Dealer's Den.
I'm pretty sure it was the deal. Oh yeah, it was the registration. So like
Yeah.
you have like 2 days where you get to do the registration, where you get cool stuff. So which I'm gonna actually show you guys right now what we got in the registrations. At least I have most of them here. So when you register, you have like 3 ways of sponsor. You have bronze, silver, and gold. So like each each sponsorship gives you more perks. Like the gold one gives you more perks than the, of course, bronze one, and of course like it gives you like an early entry to the dealer's den, for example, and a lot of more cool things. So I'm going to be showcasing. So one of the things that you will get, that we got this year, of course it changes what you get every year. So we've got this beer mug, which looks incredible, and the craft that was put into it, it's crazy, and I love it. It's so freaking good. And obviously, once we're gonna do more meets that are gonna be relating to drinking beer, I'm obviously gonna bring my cup. So we will have a lot of fun drinking from like the same beer cup and probably take a picture with it. Michel Badalet? Somebody's just creeping through the door. So there was this mug. Oh, there was, I already bought this because like you don't get it by default. But this is a USB stick that is related, of course, to the mascot of the con, obviously Mousy. And you murder him a little bit. And then you have the USB sticks. Oh my god. Okay, we have a new guest right here. We have we have Kin over here. Joining, he literally came in. I didn't expect you to actually join the the live stream. He actually brought his fursuit. He's my neighbor. He lives literally at the building next to ours, and he just came in with his with his fursuit head. I just like looked over to the left, and I didn't expect that to happen.
I was watching the stream. I was watching the stream, so I decided to pop by.
Yeah, it's like you see Baelius is also with his fursuit head. Yeah, you're also impartial. So what they're doing, Kin and Baelius, is they're using partial. So like you don't have to be in a full suit. You can also be in a partial suit. So you have like only the hands, maybe like a tail. And do you have your tail on you? No, you don't. Okay. Maybe Baelius is gonna bring his tail as well. So, sorry. So what I'm showing them about the perks that we got during the registration. There was also, obviously we had Maid Cafe, and you get a ticket. Sadly, I don't have a picture of it. Oh, Baelius is showing his drying fursuit, because obviously it got stinker, and he had to wash it. What?
It's already dry.
Oh, it's already dry. So like you see, like he has the body itself, and he has the tail. That he also it's detachable, and it's cool. Oh, nice! Somebody just subscribed. Rose, thank you very much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Arigato. So it's really cool to see like the fursuiting and the amount of craft that was put into these things. It's really cool. Bailey's just jumped in. I forgot what else we had as perks for the con. Oh, we had like a pin. 1 second, I will show it to you guys. There is also a pin that we've got.
And the charity ticket.
And yes, the charity ticket I don't have on me, but you can see that there is this pin right here. Like it's kind of hard to see because the camera doesn't focus on it. Oh, there we go, it's focusing on it. So there is like this pin that you get, and a couple of more things. You even get a pen. I'll show you guys the little pen that we got. It's kind of hard to see, but it's obviously like Ragnarok sort of themed, like the pen itself. And there was like two more things that are also like that we've got from it. Hello, nice to see you, Rose. Obviously you just subscribed as well. And Nami, welcome. Oh yeah, the socks. I don't have the socks with me, but we've got like really amazing socks. Like if Baelius can show it, I don't know, like maybe he's bringing them, I don't know. But they're really awesome. They're really comfortable. I really love that. Now there are some extra things that you got. So like there is a something that's called the dealer's den. In the dealer's den, you get to in the dealer's den you get to buy so many things like stickers, pins, clothing, even like a partial, like they're wearing right here, Bellies and Kit. They're both wearing partials, and you can actually buy a partial at the dealer's den, which is really cool for somebody who wants something like quick. If you're rich, of course, then you can buy that. Actually, we have two more friends. We've got Nami that got an incredible partial during the convention that I really love, and I think that it fits you so much, Nami. And there's also her boyfriend named Roy that also got a what is it called?
Partial.
I really
persona.
hope it doesn't. That also got a partial, which is really cool. Now we bring more furries out here. Bring more furries. So like, let's say, since I'm a snow leopard, that's like my persona. That's what I feel connected to. I bought a lot of merch that are that is related to snow leopards. So I've got this pin right here that is looking super adorable. I've got this one. Sucks that I cannot credit the artists that did these, because like I don't have their card or anything like that. And I've got also this little pin right here. Oh, Bailey's is showing the socks that you get as a part of the gold sponsorship. I'm not sure. Was it only for the gold sponsorship, or was it for more than just... So it's only for gold sponsorship. Okay. And now another thing... another thing, like there is also a con store, which they sell shirts, cups, and so many things from like previous conventions. And this is one of the cups that I've got. Like a mug, sorry. I've got this mug. And it looks really awesome. I really love it. Were you in NFC 2019? Weren't?
No, only 2022.
I were.
Yeah, you joined the community like quite late, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So there is that. And there's this really cool thing. Sucks that I lost it on a plane. This is Kin's can. But there is actually a NFC... obviously, it was Ragnarok themed for the convention, and this can is super awesome. And the beer itself was quite nice. It wasn't like great, but it was really nice. I really liked it. I even like drank before parties as well. So this is a really cool thing, and I sadly that I lost mine, but at least he actually brought his, so I can showcase to you guys this awesome thing. And obviously I bought the little plushie for the mascot of the con, which is Mousy. How come like the other one doesn't get any merch? It's always Mousy.
They say they wanted to make
Every year it's being asked, and every year there's no answer to that.
Yeah, so like even he has like this little thing on his tail. It's really adorable.
No,
I love this.
because Mousy is a male.
Wow, sexism. Fucking terrible thing. So there's, besides like the things that you can buy, there is also a charity. This year's charity was You Animals, which is obviously based about Ukraine and regarding the war. And it's to save animals that are suffering like during the places that there is a fight going on at. So there has been little charity tickets that you can literally buy, and so you pretty much donate the money for this cause, and you get these little tickets, and then you can win some prizes. So this is one of the prizes that we've won, this massive ass derpy ass freaking plushie, and Stormix loves it. Stormix actually won this. And the person who was like at the table was like disappointed that he took this. But we love this shit. It's really good. And there's also let's see if I didn't forget anything. Oh, forgot to show you guys. Obviously there's like this little snip snip box that has a tail and everything, and there needs to be like a snow leopard plushie that is gonna be arriving from another artist that I bought from, which I really hope that it's gonna arrive soon. I might need to change the location of his, no, but like that's a problem. At least they can see our face like this.
Should I go over there?
I think so. I think you should. I know it's gonna be a little bit difficult, but be careful not to destroy my collection of gaming-related stuff. Now, I've also there's also stickers that they put around. I may need to actually lower the screen size for Bailey's because it's a little too big. Yeah, there we go. Yes, Bailey's, your head is too big. What are you gonna do about that? Alright, so, we also have, you get stickers, they throw a bunch of stickers on the table most of the time, and you can see I have, this massive amount of stickers, and I actually have some on my phone. Right here, you can see. Even Kim got his. He got a shit ton in. Yes, Rose, this is you. Down here. And there's so many things that you can get in terms of perks and in terms of buying things. It's crazy. And I really love it. It's really amazing. Now, also, the really impressive thing that I loved about the con is that each day you're also they printed each day a daily paper, a sort of a newspaper that talks about various things about the convention and about the things that are happening within the convention itself and the causes, and it's really interesting. It's really cool. So there's 5 issues. I've collected them all. It's this is the first one, and there's pretty much 5 papers. It's really amazing. Oh, also another thing that I forgot to show is that one of the things that you get during the when you register is also this amazing NordicFuzzCon con book, which talks about the contents, about the people who pretty much registered, and it uses incredible talented people to really make this thing real. And I so much respect for those who worked hard during preparing for this convention and stuff. Hello Victor, nice to see you. So it's a really cool thing, and it's very engaging. So okay, now I want to ask Lino a question.
Yes.
So Lino, you're kind of fresh to the community. You're very new to the community. What? Oh yes, I did find myself in the sponsor page. Yeah, I did. So Lino, since you're new to the community, what do you think? What made you want to join this community? How? Well, let's first start off with why did you join the community?
Wow, a good question actually. I first stumbled upon furries in the internet when I saw art, and I really liked the concept that you take an animal and make it anthropomical, like a human.
Mm-hmm.
It really touched my heart, and I really liked how it looked and everything. And then I searched things up, and things led up to another. And I found everything that I needed to know about the furry fandom, and I said, "Wow, I really like this. I want to be part of it." It's really like a lifestyle, I would say, for me.
Okay, that is quite interesting. So, like, since you joined the community, what did you feel in terms of the community itself? Like, do you feel connected? Do you feel like it's something that you belong in here? Like,
Uh, I will say it was really hard at first to meet the expectations of everyone in the community, because every other have their own expectations. But for me, it was really easy to connect with people. I achieved a lot of close friends and a lot of friends in general in the community itself, also outside of our country. So it was really easy. Everybody is open, and you just talk, you just being yourself, and things just flowing, and things go really easy. You don't need to have fear when you talk to somebody. It was really an amazing experience that I have never felt a long time. Really.
I have to agree with you on that. That it's very being a part of a community. I know that like it really depends on the community, but there's a big connection whenever you join a community and being a part of it. And I personally had I have a lot of fun being in this community because I got to meet also so many people. Even though I've been a furry, I've been mostly a YouTuber, and I've met a lot of people over the internet from YouTube, and then I joined the furry community, and also met more people that that are also really good friends of mine. That I'm so glad that I stumbled upon these people. So it's very cool and it's very uniting. And what I like the most about this con, it's like you have so many people, you don't know who will be if you will stumble upon somebody who might become one of your friends. And this con was a little bit crowded, it was very big, so it was hard to sort of move from one thing to another and get to meet people easily, because everything was just all over the place, but in a fun way, of course. And I've made some friends during the con, and also there has been a fursuiter who is working on a game. He's working on his own game that is a mixture of Oddworld and Tarzan. Now that might sound very interesting, and I will be showcasing it soon. I know that there is a demo on Steam. I just need to talk to the dude, and obviously I'm going to be streaming that game to showcase it, because it's really incredible. He showed me the reel of the game, and it's incredible, the amount of effort that was put into that game. So you guys look forward to that. There was another question that I wanted to ask you, Lino. Lino over here has made his own fursuit, and over here in Israel there's not many fursuit makers. There are a little bit, but it's incredible to see that somebody worked on something on their own. Obviously, it takes time to improve and things like that. So,
Yeah,
Lino, my question to you... Wait.
Wait.
Lino, so my question to you is this. Since you've made your own fursuit, what was your experience? And also, what was your expectation from fursuit making?
Wow,
As a beginner, of course.
that's a big question. That's a big question. When my drive to do my fursuit was when I saw a real fursuit in my eyes. That was the moment that I decided I'm going to make mine, and I started to search in YouTube how to make, how to craft, and a lot of information is free. Everybody can search it, everybody can try. But the amount of effort that you need to put in is so enormous. You need to go and find the right materials. Even the fur itself, it's so hard to choose from. There's so many different kinds and everything. You need to choose the right one, because if you don't, you fuck up everything. For myself, I didn't choose the right fur for my fursuit, and I fucked everything up. And this is one of the reasons why it was not so good as I expected it to be. But I would say the hardest part of the process is actually making the head. Everything else is about sewing, and I'm pretty sure everybody can do it on their own with a little bit of training. But the head is like a God's work, I would say. It's so
Yeah.
hard to be so precise on small details, and it's actually, I can't even describe it in words. It's taking so much energy just to put something in, look at it. Okay, it's not good. You take it out. You put it another one. You see how it is. You switch everything. It's like so many trials and errors. But the passion is what really drives you to do it. I actually wanted NFC to be a whole experience of, even if I don't have a fursuit, I wanted still to give a try. If the fursuit it doesn't come out good or something, I still wanted the experience of it. So I decided to do a rush. In 6 months, I actually did my fursuit. I crafted and sewed it from zero. All the materials, everything I bought alone. I bought from our country, and I actually had a really good time and learned a lot. There is a lot of things that beginners should always be how it's called noticed of,
To
because
be
there is a lot
aware of, you mean?
be aware of, yeah. Because there's a lot of small details, like I mentioned with the fur. I took a lot. I took like 8 meters of blue fur, and the blue fur was really bad. The material was bad, and the quality wasn't that good. But you learn from mistakes, and if I could, I would I would put the head to show you how it's like, but it will be hard because I don't have a camera and everything. But you learn from mistakes, and it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time,
Mm-hmm.
but it's worth it. I can guarantee to everybody that's listening and looking at this live stream right now, if you have a passion to make your own fursuit, do it. It's nothing like buying one. It's a different fucking level of excitement when you put your own fursuit that you in your hands sewed it and made it yourself. It's something else. It's like an enormous of energy and every and magical feeling. It's amazing. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I know that, like, for I know it was pretty hard for you to make this in such a short time, and it's really interesting how this is all done, and how people have like the patience and the passion to really do such thing in order to like create like a fursuit. It's really crazy that this amount of effort was put into it, and then you come with like your own fursuit to a convention, and even though it's like the first shot, it's still worth it at the end, because you've learned something. You've learned how to handle how to pretty much put everything together, and how to really make this thing become alive. And I'm also hoping, like, sadly, I don't have the patience to really sew something together. I would lose my shit if I would. So I really hope that I can bring this big guy over here, Fang, to life. And also, this is where I'm gonna be talking about something new that I've put here. You can see, like, right here above my head. There is a new goal that I've added. So the new goal is a fursuit goal. Yes. And if you guys are willing to help, and I would much appreciate it, to help me get to this point where I will actually get a fursuit, and I will also be in, like, making videos with a fursuit. So if you guys want to help out, I would gladly appreciate it, and it would help me so much to reach this goal. So the link to coffee is down in the description below, and each time this will fill up. So if you guys are willing to help, I would really appreciate it. So, Belius, what was your overall experience during NordicFuzzCon?
It's amazing. The greatest thing there is. The amount of experiences you have is enormous. Like, you get overwhelmed with the amount of things you can do. Like, everyone has their own things that they enjoy and they like, and I just like fursuiting, just doing cute stuff, like hugging everyone, taking pictures, doing silly stuff in fursuit, or like just randomly going somewhere, laying in a rat pit, and then
Yeah, the rat pit.
yeah, and just getting more fursuiters to just jump in there and just doing silly stuff. Just fun experience.
I know that you've mostly, like, been fursuiting for most of the con, but, like, did you have a specific panel that you've liked during the con?
Actually, there are many panels in the convention you can go to. Usually every day you have many different panels that are overlap each other, and you can go to and, like, attend or, like, listen to them. Some of you can just participate in, but I don't really go to many because I prefer being with
Nice,
friends
thank you for subscribing.
and just fursuit around. And, like, the usually I go to panels that are only related to, like, fursuiting, so I can just have fun with it. But if you don't have a fursuit, you can go ahead and, like, go to panels that are just overall fun. Like, everyone just does their own thing. Some people go to every panel, some don't go to any panel, and some just go to, like, one or two, like me.
So, like, Belius is talking about this, so you can see, like, this is like a timetable for, like, let's say one of the days. So, like, each day there is, like, a certain amount of time that there is a panel that is being held at that one time. And thank you, Kin, for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Sucks that it only shows, like, 1% of the goal, and it doesn't show any more statistics than that. But I will work on that later. But thank you very much, Kin, for the support. I really appreciate it. Jazzing, what was your experience during NordicFuzzCon?
That was a roller coaster of emotions. I mean, mostly positive emotions. Like, you're having fun and, like, you're spending all the time doing multiple stuff, and then you go very tired, very satisfied to your room, and you realize your roommate is still out there partying, and you realize, like, okay, So you fall asleep. You're coming early, fall asleep late because of your roommate, and wake up excited, full of energy still, despite you sleeping only like between 4 to 6 hours and not a full rest. But like it was so fun. It was my first con, and doing so many stuff and having a very different experience than most people who go to the convention. It was very rewarding, and it was something that I hope to do next year. Hopefully as a staff this time. If I manage to go through recruitment properly. Fingers crossed.
I really wish the best for you on that note. And also, during the convention, like I mentioned before, there was the maid cafe. So in the maid cafe, there has been only people who are dressed up as maids, pretty much. But there's also an option to be a barista. But the problem is that they don't have a proper, at least for now, I don't know if somebody can actually bring something that would actually work that way. But I wanted to actually be a barista next year, and I hopefully will be, because like even though I quit my job as a barista, it's still a thing that I love doing. And I have a friend that works nearby at one of the branches that is really near my house. And I always come there and I always make coffee, so it's something that I will never leave. You even see my lanyard is also made of coffee beans as well. So that will always be my passion, to be a barista, and I would love in the next convention to actually be a proper barista, not automatic machines, a proper freaking barista. It's like I want to make some really good coffee. I don't want to make those really disgusting out of the machine ones. And Lino, this was also, besides jazzing, this was also your first convention. How did you feel? Like, how was the experience for you during the convention?
Wow, like Jazzing said, emotional roller coaster. I first came to the con with the the impression of what worse can go. So I started with the con on the early days, and the things weren't really starting. So events and panels and everything like that was really not ready. But as things went into the con, into the main days and everything, wow, I think there was never a time that I didn't think I don't have what to do. It was exploded with events, exploded with things. Every night you will go to party. There were so many places to party. You didn't like this place, you could go to this place. You didn't like this place, you can go to this place. It was amazing. I wished I had more time to be there, and the people were amazing. Really, I could connect with a lot of people there. I didn't have all the time to connect. That's the problem. You don't have. The problem is time. You need more days. You need more stuff to get together. There's so many things you want to do and there's also the events that sometimes postpone or even cancel if for some reason. But time is the answer. You need more time to really get the whole experience.
I think that I agree with you definitely 100% on that regard. And I think that like the first 2 days of the con were kind of empty in a way, and you could go around, do whatever. And then like the days after that, they were super busy. And one thing that now that I think about it, I sort of didn't like that because, like, you know, the con starts like the registration. It's like, so why not after the registration to have things that
It's
are
early registration.
No, there were many panels. We came just a day before the con, or like 2 days. So the official opening of the con was the day after. So like
Yeah.
we were first there. Yeah.
Yeah, I came on Sunday. I did a Sunday arrival. You guys did Monday arrival,
Monday
and
arrival, yeah.
yeah, and Tuesday is early registration, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I think
and there's
so.
there's already activities that at that point. But like, what I gotta say is, if someone has FOMO, really hard FOMO, this conventions like this forces you to adapt and overcome that FOMO. Otherwise, you're not gonna function well. So if you have FOMO and you wanna fix it, go to a furry convention.
Yeah, like I've had a lot of good experiences during the con, and it's so crazy. Like I came to this con without any energy, and I was very antisocial in a way. And this convention for the second time, because I've been to Eurofriends 26 also before it's stopped being in Berlin. Um so for my second con, I always come back with a lot of energy, with a lot of positivity. Like there is like like I have so much energy right now. Like I wouldn't even done this live stream if it weren't for this convention, and I'm for real about that. Because usually I was super tired before the convention, and I was like, I didn't have the energy that I wanted to, or the drive to really come back to live streaming. Because you guys remember, I've live streamed GTA Vice City for a while. I was excited, and then that excitement dropped down, which really sucks because I really enjoyed that. I hope that I will be able to continue that game and finish it altogether. I just need to remember where I left off. But I think this convention, and I know like a lot of people have very mixed views about furries, but being a part of this community is very exciting. Hello, Sterix. Welcome to the live stream. So the overall experience is so exciting. It's so freeing your soul. And I had parties where I danced my ass off until I didn't feel my legs. and people were asking me if I'm okay, because there was like another thing that it comes to this. There is something called a fursuit lounge during the convention, where the fursuit lounge is where all the fursuiters are drying their suits, cleaning them, until the next time that they're putting the fursuits on. And
Not everyone.
Yeah, there are some that are stinky, but
No,
But
some
also
people
the
do
good
that
things-
in their room.
yeah, like Ken had it in his room as well. Another thing that was good for they took really good care of fursuiters, because there's like the first lounge, you also get water, you get little snacks.
Energy
Obviously
drinks,
like a big
isotonic way drink, everything.
yeah. So you can like get ventilated and get like cool from being in a suit, because being in a fursuit is very hard, but it's really fun. Like I've danced with Kin's fursuit, actually the guy who was here earlier. I wore his head, so it's really fun to go and be and goof around, and it's just such a fun experience that I want, of course, this guy to become a reality, so I can goof around as well as this snap. And it's definitely going to be a lot of fun for me, and I know that I'm going to be doing a shit ton of stupid things. Even my friend Lino over here, told me that he cannot wait to see me in a fursuit, because he knows. Like, I made those guys laugh throughout this entire con, and I don't know how they're still alive. It's like the amount of stupid things that I was doing. What is it called? The amount of stupid things that I would do would be just unimaginable. But I mean, obviously, Belius is going to be a little bit muffled because he's also using his fursuit head. So, I must say that like I said before, these conventions can help people meet new friends, can help them to socialize more. And you guys know me, I'm mostly an introvert in a way. I'm mostly an introvert, but recently I'm more so coming back to my extrovert side, because the people that I hang out with, which are obviously furries, because besides one of my best friends, which is a normie, but she's an anime nerd, but that's another thing. There's so much positivity and diversity within this community that it's just incredible. Like, doesn't matter what sexual orientation you have, or what kind of character you have in mind, because like there are people who have multiple fursuits or multiple fursonas that represent something about those people. And funny thing, there was something that during the con that was called the let's see if I have it here. It was the furry science, yes. So it's like it's called International Anthropomorphic Research Project, which it's called furscience.com, which I really highly recommend going there to see. Like, they have an actual book talking about various things about the furry community and what it's all about and how people behave and why they choose their personas. Me and Jazzy went to a little panel that they had during the convention, and I could have related to a lot of things that was talked about during this panel. And it's interesting because like there are so many things that are connecting together regarding your own personality, the personality that you project to your fursona, and the fursona might be something that you would like to be. It's like it's sort of an aspiration. I aspire to become my fursona. It's like some fursonas are used as goals. So it's a whole world that is so much to learn about the fandom and why is it like it is, and why people wear fursuits or anything like that. So I highly recommend reading that.
Abandon humanity, become Foxo.
I agree.
Or become any animal you feel like. That just saying, we have enough foxos.
Yeah, we need more snips. We
got enough of it.
No, we don't.
More Foxos, more Foxos.
No. Hello.
But yeah, regarding First Science, I did have a small conversation after the panel. I asked them about Eastern, how much data do they have about Eastern furries, like from the Middle East, and apparently they hardly have any information. And my talk with them was about going back and forth in emails that I need to email them about trying to get information and data, help them get like a more substantial foothold in Middle Eastern data for furries. So that's something that we as a community, an Israeli community who has like from so many backgrounds, furries, can help at least help provide that data.
Yeah.
And I hope we can help with that because that data is because we're valuable data. According to this, we can give so much more data to them.
Another thing that Jazzing is talking about, so Jazzing is creating a project right now on his own to actually create more like to unify Mediterranean furries. So like people from, let's say, Greece, was it Italy as well?
Specifically like the Mediterranean belt, so like
Yeah.
Greece, Malta, Italy, Israel, Turkey. That's specifically the goal. Right now, there's like direction that the Italian partners want to go with, and they have like whatever they want, and the Greeks kind of pulled back. So like it has its way, but like I specifically meant the first science data. I didn't plan even to talk about that because it's like in such an early conceive that I don't even have like any direction other than what I currently made.
No, but it's really interesting that I know that you were a lot into organizing things and all about communities and stuff like that. And I know that's something that you've always been about. And it's really interesting that you have like this convention has actually driven you to actually go and create your own project to really unify a group. So it's really interesting that you've got this drive to actually go and make a project to unify those like the furry community in the Mediterranean belt. It's really cool, and I really like the concept, and I am obviously gonna support your idea. And hopefully there will be more things like a Mediterranean convention, which would be super cool, and I'm looking forward to that. But of course, it's something that it's still early. Also, Neslover94, like that, my shirts, I've got it at the NordicFuzzCon, like a con store. So it's basically the mascots of the convention. Also, Bailey is right here. Also has the jacket. The jacket itself is also by the convention, made by the convention themselves as well. It's why is this tongue out? Because it's detachable. You can move it or like put it back in his mouth, like, or in his side. So it's like some people have this thing where they can pretty much move their tongue around, or just like put it like they're about to die or something. But once again, Jazzing, it's really interesting that you've got this drive to actually go with such project that I know might sound quite big, but eventually the idea behind it is very good, and I bet it's gonna be very successful. And obviously, like I said, I'm gonna be showing support for this project of yours, and hopefully we can make something good out of it, something big. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, I hope so too. In the end, like, it's very contagious for me. Like when a community is passionate and love what they receive and show gratitude for it. So a lot of what I do is for the Israeli community as a whole, and always been. It was something. It's all there's like zero personal interest other than to produce the content that I truly believe would give life to more life and more sustainability to the Israeli community. Nothing here is on a personal agenda other than creating something that will do that, and that's mostly because I genuinely love the people in the community, and I genuinely love how they respond back to receiving something content in return. They nurture it, especially the Israeli community. They nurture it. They wanna keep it. They anything that comes back, they do it. They would appreciate it. Every little thing of it. And that's where it comes from. That is the place where it comes from, basically.
Yeah, I understand you completely. Freaking Mikey. Look what he's doing in the chat. You're so stupid, Mikey, I swear.
He's waiting for me for League of Legends.
Yeah, oh my god. We've got Emery as well. Oh my god, it's Emery!
Oh
I'm
my
here in the
God.
live stream! Oh my god! I cannot
Oh,
believe!
Oh, the line is gold line. Oh my god.
Oh my god, we're literally gold line! I cannot believe it! We're getting all the Israeli prairies just taking over the live stream.
Yeah.
So my question to you guys, of course, we're gonna start one by one. I'm gonna start with Lino. Lino, what are your expectations from the community for like in the future, and what do you expect to happen during next NFC?
From the community, I actually want it to be more connected, less separated, because there is a lot of people that I would like to meet. New people that I know earlier, but I want them to be more connected and not separated so much to the small groups that we have in the community. From NFC, I would actually like to contribute more. I would
In terms of what to contribute?
like you wanted to be a barista, I would like to contribute as a DJ because I know how to do music. So probably next year I will be a DJ at NFC, and I would like also to the events will have better schedule because there was events that clashed into other events, and you will really need to choose what you want to go. And that was very sad because sometimes I wanted to go to one event and there was another event going on.
Yeah, it collided with one another. Yeah.
It sucked. It sucked that you needed to miss one to go to another.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I agree on that regard.
And that's all. That's all I have.
So, Jezing, what about you?
Ask the question again. I got
what-
distracted by Belius.
Yeah, he's doing silly things. Okay, so what are your expectations for you from the community in the future? And also, what do you expect? What are your expectations for NFC 2025?
My expectations from the community as a whole is to understand that like there's like I don't know how to put it, but it's fine when people do their own thing. You don't need to be afraid of it that they're not engaging with you, or they're in your general area and not engaging with you. It's okay that not everyone is together. It's fine. It's still a community and it still has its values. It doesn't mean it's splitting, and it's okay. And basically, I hope that we get out of the frozen period that we're on to have more content, more proper content, and it will take a bit of time. And patience is fine. And what I expect is patience from the community. Sorry. For NFC 2025, I expect generally I expect a better idea with opening day. I hope that better planning, because they had a plan and in the end they didn't prepare for what is called a black swan, which is bigger registration that they had. They didn't plan for that. So I hope that opening day would be a lot more smoother. That's my expectation for next year. Other than that, I think that multiple events at the same time. Nice, Belius. Multiple events at the same time is something very typical to large event conventions. It's something that happens. Especially in professional event conventions, you have that multiple panels happening multiple times. You just need to decide, prioritize, because time there's a small time, limited time, and that's just how it's gonna be, sadly.
No, I completely understand you as well in terms that there wasn't, like, they didn't expect that amount of people to register during this con and to be such a large scale event. It's mind-blowing that it was like 3,700 people. It's crazy. That's such a big event. It was very crowded as well. It was nuts. So Bailey's, what about you? He's pulling his tongue out.
Blep. What?
What? It's like, has no idea what the
What?
fuck. Okay, I will ask this again. Okay, so what are your expectations from our community in the future, and what are your expectations for NFC 2025?
Okay. From the community to expand, make a furry convention in here, and that's basically it, really. And an NFC happen again, will come again, will enjoy again. That's all.
Yeah, for you, it's like what? How many times? How many conventions did you go by now? Four?
That's something like 4 or 5, I think. It's not that much.
I thought that you went to even more than 4 or 5. I thought you went to
Well,
like
if
at
you-
least 8.
No, not that many. You just usually just go to like 1 or 2 a year. Some people just go to like 5 or 4 a year.
Yeah, I
so that's-
don't get how they manage to do. Like, I don't know where the
they're
fucking money
from
comes
Europe.
from.
They're from Europe. It's
Yeah.
not that expensive.
Yeah, I mean, like to drive or take a train or something, like wouldn't take that of a long time. So, what are my expectations from the Israeli community? I definitely agree with you that I want this community to obviously expand, and actually, so it will lead to a point where we can actually hold a proper furry convention here in Israel. Obviously, our community is very different than how it is in Europe, and that's something that Jazzing also pointed out, that we're very different than most of Europe, in terms of a lot of aspects, which is interesting, but a little bit troublesome in a way. And I really hope that this idea for Jazzing will also become a thing that will actually be big, so we can actually have even if it's not a convention that is held in Israel, to have like something in Greece, which would be quite nice as well, because also Greece is I think it's quite cheap over there as well. But it would be nice to go to a country that is not ours, to really go and make a convention there. So that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to, and I'm really excited for. And as for NFC, I also hope that things won't collide too much with each other. Let's say there was the feline meet and greet, and then there was like 1 hour later there was the dealer's den. So most furries know that when you line up for the dealer's den, you come an hour early to come in, and this was early entrance for gold sponsors. And it was a mess. Like, I didn't know where, like, should I go to the feline meet or not? Like, I just couldn't get myself to go there because it was just colliding with one another. Next year, I hope to be a barista. I just don't want it to screw up my schedule, so I can keep up with everything that's going on in the con and not just to stay and work. Because for me, this is also a vacation, so I want to have fun and enjoy the vacation and enjoy the panels and the dancings. Like, I'm now feeling in shape. Like, I went to the gym two days in a row now, and hopefully, like, on Monday I will be able to go again and actually have the strength to work on myself, because this convention given me, which is another thing, like, I really hope that this convention next year will help me to focus on myself more, because, like, each time I go to these conventions, they help me sort of collect myself together and actually think about things that I want to do, think about the goals that I want to achieve. So it's like, for me, it sort of becomes also personal on some level, and it helps me relax. And I want to have fun. I want to work on myself. I want to even lose weight, which is a difficult thing. Like, all the keto stuff that I was doing went down the trash. I'm fat again. And yes, Alexis, he just messaged me on Telegram. So, you can comment on the live stream. You don't need to message me on Telegram. But yeah, I did miss the feline meet and greet. And that happened like an hour before the dealers then opened. Here, my hand is the... I don't know, put your head like this. This is my... this is a pillow. Wow, it took me a while to think of that word. I also hope, since I've met people from, like, your friends and they came to NFC, I really hope that next time I will have more time to sit down with them, have a drink, chat, and just chill, pretty much. And just chill. I want to chill. Alright, guys, I want to chill. And I also want to take more pictures, and I took so many pictures during this con, and I had so much fun taking pictures of fursuiters and stuff like that. It was such fun experience. and I really hope that that I will be able to achieve my goal. But like, I cannot raise my expectations. So this thing right here, you can help me reach this goal if you mind helping. And Kin already made a donation. The guy was here in a fursuit. He actually made a donation, and I really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll reach that goal in no time. And oh, Bellies is showing like this is a pillowcase. So what he got right here. So it's really cool. There was so much merch that was going on during the dealer's den, and it's really cool. All that you're holding it's like upside down. Yeah, you see, like he's all about foxes, just like how I am all about snow leopards. We need
Yeah,
more
I got a
snow
pet
leopard.
rock from dealers then.
A what?
A pet rock.
A pet rock?
Yeah.
What the hell is a pet rock?
Oh, I sent it yesterday on Telegram.
I probably didn't get to see.
No, it was very late at night. It's just a crystal with like itty bitty eyes.
That sounds so weird.
It was so fun.
So I really hope that like once I will also once I get a fursuit, I'm gonna make some content with it. Obviously, I'm gonna make some shorts as well. So like me doing silly things, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna enjoy it, and obviously, I'm gonna enjoy it during the con as well, and hopefully it will become a reality, but it will take time, obviously. Oh, now Jazzing is showing me like the pet rock. It's interesting. Really interesting. It's just like crystal thing with like little eyes. Looks really cool. So I really hope that like there will also be more conventions that are on a bigger scale. It's just that your friends, I know that like it changed location. It's not in the main hotel. Like like when your friends 26 happened, it was in the main hotel where everything was held in there and all of that. And it sucks that it's not like that anymore, and it's like they close everything early, and then you have to go back to your hotel, and kind of sucks. And of course that what was the name of the new location that they made it in? Because I forgot what was the location. Because it's not in Hamburg. Yeah, it's held in Hamburg, and it's very expensive from what I've heard. Which also doesn't help the situation, because like when you want to go to a convention, you don't want it to be super expensive. And Alexis says, "Did you know there is a village called Silly in Belgium?" There's a lot of... Isn't there, like, in England, like, really weird names? Because I remember that seeing something once. I'm not too sure if it was in England.
There are many fair conventions, like all around Europe and all around the world.
Yeah, it's really cool and interesting that like there are some like but they're quite in a little scale. They're not on a very big scale. Am I right?
Yeah, they're all mostly small, but it's also fun to go to a convention where usually everyone knows everyone, and not a big one where you usually don't know anyone.
But I mean, even if if you go to bigger conventions, like I still met some few people here and there that we became friends, and it's really cool. It's really nice to have like a friend from another country that you can actually look forward to meeting next year. Like it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I still have not met anybody from YouTube besides one person. His username is HeyDavid17, who's a Eurovision addict. So when Neta won and the Eurovision was held in Israel in 2019, he came over to our country. But the situation of how we met was terrible. But eventually, like, we hung out, we went to eat sushi and stuff. It was really nice at the end of the day. But like, for the most part, I did not get to meet any of the YouTube like people I've met from here online, and I'm not too sure if I will. I've never been to England as well. Besides my connection that was for Israel, but I've never been to England, which is one of the countries that I want to go to. And I know that there is isn't Confuzzled held in there?
Yeah, Confuzzled is there
Confuzzled is
on May.
in England, yes.
On May.
So I want to at least one time go there as well, but obviously I will have to focus on like earning money and saving up for all of these things all together, and hopefully by then I will manage to actually go and go into these conventions. And
the most
then I will
pricey.
get to meet. Yeah, I know that it's very pricey because British
It's
pound.
the flights is the most pricey part for me all the time. When considering cons, basically. I can't speak right now anymore, but like the flights are so costly. It's not the hotel, it's nothing inside there. It's just the flights that kill my budget usually.
Technically, also, well, Belly's went off this camera. Alright, I'll turn off. But you turn it back on. So I think that the reason why we're having issues is mostly because obviously we're in a war that's going on, and like a lot of flight companies have stopped working with Israel. So there's a lot of like connections, and things are very pricey. Even though I personally feel that we didn't handle things correctly during the con, but like we didn't know what was coming. We didn't know how things are going to be handled on that regard, and gladly we made it safe and sound to the convention and back. Some of us got sick. Gladly, I didn't. And Stormix didn't, but some of my friends jazzing over here also got sick. And it's something like a lot of furries come back sick. Like, I've had a lot of people that wore like short clothing when it was extremely cold over there in Sweden. It was crazy. But now that I'm after the convention, I want to actually organize things much better and save up and actually be more prepared for more events and such. And I bet that it's gonna be a lot of fun. And of course that like in our little community we meet up, we hang out, we do even barbecue together, and we do events. So it's so much fun to be united like this. And I really hope you guys will also find your little group of friends that you can hang out and chill out with and create like your little mini events and such. It's really cool. And I really hope that next year I will be able to see more people, to have a positive experience, to really go all out and have fun, just like we did, and I definitely must say that it's an experience that is unimaginable. That you get to do these sort of convention because a lot of people are dealing with lots of different things, and it's really important to really let go of negative emotions and actually have fun, be free, be yourself. It's really important. And it's not something that happens all the time, and it's for our mental being as well. And do you guys want to add anything else?
Abandon humanity. Become Foxo.
No, we have enough foxos.
Like I said,
No,
we need
never
more
enough
snaps.
Foxos. Never enough.
No, enough foxos and enough felines. But yeah, I fully support like self-expression and being yourself, but with a small asterisk. Some a dash of self-awareness and making sure you're abiding the rules.
I agree with
Basically.
you. I agree with
And
you.
it's
that
okay. And a little bit of cringe is fine. It's fine.
We're all cringe at the end of the day. Lino, do you have anything to add?
Actually, I don't have. I think everything said was point on.
Abandon humanity.
No.
Become Snap. Imagine if we had like an actual office that the boss himself is a furry, and then like all the workers are furries. Just imagine that.
Actually, Discord is the CEO of Discord is a furry, and the workers
Really?
are furry. Yeah, good information to know.
I did not know that. That is news to me.
Well, now you know. The more you know.
Sure is.
I
Alright.
thought it was a very hard weeb or something with the lingo that Discord has. Yeah.
Yeah, for first I thought too, but then I searched it up, and I found out.
That he's a furry.
Mhm.
Alright. So we're gonna conclude this. I want to thank Jazzing, Lino, and Bailey's over here for joining me tonight in this live stream. I know that this was very spontaneous for you all, that I just came to you and was just like, hey, you want to join me? Hey, you want to join me? I know that it was very spontaneous. That's a very bad trait for me, that I'm doing like things like at the moment and just make them happen. But I'm really glad you guys have joined me. I'm so glad that you guys have joined me and discussed with me regarding NordicFuzzCon. And I once again want to say thank you, the organizers for NFC. Thank you very much for this wonderful convention, for creating such great memories for us and creating new bonds, and continue what you're doing, and I hope that next year is gonna be even better. And the most important thing, guys, be yourselves. It's really important. Each one of you out there is dealing with lots of things. It's really, gather up with some friends, create amazing moments in your life, and make your life better. So it's very important for all of us, for our well-being. And that's pretty much it. I'm really glad that you guys have joined me tonight, also the viewers out there. And you know the usual. If you're new to my channel, click subscribe right now, like right under this video. And if you want to join my Discord server, the link is down in the description below. And if you want to help out reach this goal, you can also do that by the link in the description to Coffee, which you can help by donating. And I will try to also come back to live streaming regularly again, probably around 2 times a week, because I don't want to like overexhaust myself with too much planning, and I want to go to the gym as well. So like I will try to plan things out so everything will work out okay. And once again, I want to thank Kin for donating. And I also want to say thanks for CoolPro195 for being my longtime Patreon supporter. I really appreciate it. And we shall see you guys later. Bye-bye. Say bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Oh.